What if I told you that losing fat doesn't mean eating tiny meals and being hungry all day? The biggest mistake people make is thinking a calorie deficit means starving yourself. It doesn't. First, let's make this incredibly simple. A calorie deficit means you're consuming fewer calories than your body uses over time. That's the fundamental requirement for losing body fat. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to create a calorie deficit while eating satisfying meals, controlling hunger, and still enjoying the foods you love. But here's the part most people miss. Eating fewer calories doesn't always have to mean eating dramatically less food. Food volume and calorie content are not the same thing. Some foods contain a huge number of calories in a very small amount. Others allow you to eat a much larger portion for fewer calories. Understanding that difference can completely change your dieting experience. Your first move shouldn't be cutting your calories as aggressively as possible. Extreme restriction can make hunger, cravings, fatigue, and adherence much harder. Your goal isn't to lose as much weight as humanly possible this week. Your goal is to create a process that keeps moving you forward without making you miserable. Step 1. Prioritize protein. Protein is especially valuable during fat loss because it supports muscle retention and can help make your meals more satisfying. Here's an easy rule. Instead of asking, how little food can I eat? Ask, where's my protein? Start there. Then build your vegetables, fruit, carbohydrates, and fats around it. Step 2. Increase food volume. When you're dieting, foods that give you a lot of physical volume for their calories can make it easier to feel satisfied. Vegetables are an easy way to increase the size of your meals. Add them to stir fries, omelets, wraps, rice bowls, pasta dishes, or simply eat them as a side. And don't forget foods like fruit and potatoes. They're often demonized in dieting, but they can be incredibly useful because they can provide plenty of food volume while fitting into a calorie-controlled diet. Now we need to talk about the opposite, calorie-dense foods. These foods aren't bad. The problem is that small portions can contain a lot of calories, making them very easy to underestimate. Take cooking oil. It's easy to pour a little, then another splash, then another. Suddenly, you've added hundreds of calories without adding much food volume. Take cooking oil. It's easy to pour a little, then another splash, then another. Suddenly, you've added hundreds of calories without adding much food volume. But don't make the mistake of eliminating everything you enjoy. You don't need a LANIT. You don't need a list of forbidden foods. You need portion awareness and an overall calorie target. Build most of your meals around nutritious, filling foods, while leaving room for foods you genuinely enjoy. That makes the diet feel like normal life instead of punishment. Step 4. Look at your drinks. Liquid calories can add up quickly. Some people don't feel as full from drinking calories as they would from eating solid food. If you're struggling to stay within your calorie target, simple swaps can help. Water, sparkling water, or lower-calorie drinks can free up calories without making your meals smaller. Step 5. Pay attention to fiber. Foods rich in fiber can help you build meals that are more filling and can support a healthier overall diet. Step 6. Use tracking as a tool. You don't have to track forever, but tracking for a period can teach you what your portions actually look like and where your calories are coming from. Here's a simple way to build a meal. Start with protein, add plenty of vegetables or fruit, include a satisfying carbohydrate source, and then add your fats and sauces in portions that fit. Look at the difference. Instead of surviving on a tiny salad, you could have lean protein, serving of vegetables, potatoes, or rice, and a sauce you actually enjoy while still controlling calories. Step 6. Use tracking as a tool. You don't have to track forever, but tracking for a period can teach you what your portions actually look like and where your calories are coming from. Tracking can reveal something surprising. The big meals aren't always the problem. Sometimes it's the handful of snacks, cooking oil, drinks, sauces, and random bites that quietly push you over your target. Also, don't panic over daily scale changes. Your weight can fluctuate because of water, food, sodium, carbohydrates, and other factors. Look at the trend, not one random morning. If hunger is constantly attacking you, don't just tell yourself to have more willpower. Look at your meal structure. Are you getting enough protein, enough volume, enough fiber? Are you leaving room for foods you enjoy? Before cutting calories even further, check these 4 things: protein, food volume, fiber, and meal timing. Fixing your structure may make your current calorie target feel much easier. And what happens when you have a meal that goes way over your target? Nothing catastrophic. One meal doesn't erase weeks of progress. The worst response is turning one meal into. Here's the biggest secret. The best calorie deficit isn't the most aggressive one. It's the one you can consistently follow while still living your life. So remember the formula: moderate deficit, protein at your meals, high volume foods, sensible portions of calorie-dense foods, plenty of foods you enjoy, and consistency.